Okay, let's see what happened now. Can you guys hear me now? Okay, let's see what happened now. Can you now hear me? Just let me know. Can you hear me now? Okay. Thank you so much. So we can get started then. Sorry, I apparently my Zoom was on mute and actually thought that I enabled my Zoom. Okay. All right. So somebody's somebody's saying that you can't hear me, and others are saying they can hear me. Okay, so good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, everybody, and we are just going to get started because I have just few minutes to 30 minutes to spend with you guys. So basically, I'm going to introduce myself before we get started. My name is Equitos Cynthia. Okay, my name is Equitos, and like you guys already know my names. But in case you don't know my name, you can call me Equitos Sinam or Cynthia. But my students calls me Nemonade, so you can call me Nemonade. And we are here to talk about Digital Witch. So today is all about Digital Witch. So I'm going to talk about Digital Witch and a little bit about myself. So I studied literature at the University of Nigeria in Nsukka. So I like introducing myself as a literature student or literary student in case at the end of the day you feel like this class is not for you or you can't cope. But I just want you to understand that the person who is going to teach you studied literature, right? Now, apart from studying literature, I'm currently a DevOps engineer. I'm currently a DevOps engineer by profession and also a customer success manager, right? So I work for companies as a customer success manager. And on the side, I'm running Digital Witch on the side. So basically, what we are going to do today is just me telling you what Digital Witch is all about, what to expect from Digital Witch, the skills we teach, and so on and so forth. So now, Digital Witch is a platform, or you can call it EduTech, or you can call it in any platform where we teach on-demand IT skills. Like we teach on-demand skills. What are on-demand skills? You know, in Nigeria, when people talk about IT, the only thing that come to your head is development, web development, programmers, maybe a little bit of now people are beginning to say, okay, project management and co. But we also have uh on-demand skills that as a graduate usually you should have them. Skills as a job seeker, you are seeking for a job, you should have these skills, because if you don't have these skills, it's as good as you are not employable, right? So, and if you have these skills as well, you can apparently work with companies globally all over the world. You can work with any company all over the world, right? So now at Digital, which we are trying to bridge the gap between unemployment, let's say educated, those that want to work, working from home, stay-at-home moms, and low income earners. But we kind of focus more on people that don't have a job, or you don't have a job, or you don't feel with the amount you are earning. So we are targeting this kind of people to train you on skills. And at the end of the day, you don't even need more like, okay, I'm going to start all over. No, you are starting all over when you are not educated, when you have never worked before, when you think that you are lagging behind, like you don't have any skills at all, then fine. But if you are apparently working somewhere, like you are a banker, or you are a developer, or you are a salesperson, joining our community is just going to be like added advantage. It's more like we are going to teach you skills that will make you to be able to sell your already existing skills or experience to the global market. So instead of focusing in the Nigerian market, we are given the opportunity to focus on the global market. Do you understand? Now, when did Digital Week start? When did we start Digital Week? So basically April this year, we make it 3 years since we started Digital Week. Do you understand? April this year, we make it 3 years since we started Digital Week. And so far, our community have been able to train more than 30,000 individuals in on-demand skills. And I will tell you for free that at least 70% of our students are doing well. If they are not working remotely, they have used the skills we taught them to do what? To upgrade their lives in several ways. Some of them have like there are things I teach my students. You don't just wait and, you don't just sit behind and wait for jobs. You should learn how to sell yourself. How do you sell yourself? Telling people what you do, looking for problems to solve. For instance, you have a lot of companies around you that you feel like there's something they are not doing well, maybe with their customer support, but you are trying to be a customer support. So what stop you from suggesting like, okay, do you know how to use this software? I can actually, join your team and help onboard your people how to use this product. Do you understand? So that's basically what we do. And I'm listening to myself. It's as if I'm hearing myself play. So now we also have people who just join the community to upgrade what they already do. So in case you are a nurse, you are, medical department, and you don't feel like what they are paying in Nigeria, just come to the community. We train you after the end of our training. Then you can also focus on telemarketing, telehealth. There's companies that's virtual hospitals. So there are virtual hospitals globally. Even me myself, I once worked with a telehealth company, and I used to tell my students, for free, I made my highest money. Should I say I made more money while I was working with telehealth company, because this company was so busy that we worked 24/7, and you can work as many hours as you can. And I was being paid well. Like I was literally making $2,000 every week. That's a lot of money. So as someone who studied nursing, who studied radiography, who studied pharmacy, a medical doctor, like joining the community is just going to be added advantage for you, right? Now, what are the kind of courses we teach? Now, we teach, like I said before, we teach on-demand skills. So now, we are going to teach you how to become an IT support person. What is IT support? IT support is you being able to support products globally. That we are currently on Zoom is because Zoom is a product. No, because that we are currently streaming this live all the way from Zoom to YouTube is because there is a software called YouTube, right? Now, most of you know about Jumia, you know about Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. All these things are software. And if you calm down, anytime you have issues, you report these issues to this company, and there's always someone who is out there to answer your questions. There's always someone to provide support. So these are the things we do as IT support person. IT support person is you being able to support users of products, users of software. So that are the things we teach. So we teach you how to become an IT support person, a technical support person. You're going to know how to break and fix softwares. Like you're going to be, like me personally, I started my journey with Microsoft as a technical support engineer. I work with Microsoft as a technical support engineer, and my role basically is to fix problem concerns when the customer wants to use our product and they cannot access it, or they are having any kind of issues. These are the kind of things I do. I just have to troubleshoot and figure out what the issue could be. Right now, we teach the technical support and customer service, which is just FAQ. Customer service is, how can I do this? Please, I need help with this. Oh, please, who can support me with this? Please, who can support me with this? So these are very, very easy things to do. More like there is no technicalities, there is no problem. The customer is not experiencing any downtime. So that is when the customer is experiencing a downtime, when there's a problem, that is when we call it technical support. But when the customer just need normal help, maybe question and answer, they just need simple questions, that's just normal customer service. Then we also teach you how to become a virtual assistant. And being a virtual assistant, it simply means that you're a virtual maid. You know, I used to tell people the easier way or the easiest way to explain what virtual assistant is all about is just call it a virtual maid. A virtual maid, what, you are able to help individuals, companies virtually, and your role is not just unique. Whatever you're going to do is totally dependent on what your client is telling you to do, right? So if your client tell you today you're going to dance, so that's what you're going to do. If tomorrow the person said you're going to go and fetch water, that's what you're going to do. So as a virtual assistant, we are going to teach you varieties of skills that will qualify you to be a good virtual assistant. You can book appointments, you can set schedules, you can book traveling and itineraries, you can book your stays, you can manage emails, you can do email marketing, you can, like, there's a lot of things you learn from us that qualifies you to become a top-notch virtual assistant. Then we also teach you lead generation. What is lead generation? Lead generation is that process that you are going to do what? You are going to mine or gather informations of your potential customers. Oh, like as a vendor, you're always looking for customers. You can't find customers. What do? You can find a way. Maybe just create a post, attach a registration form on the post, and those interested can do what? Can fill that form, and you start, nurturing them. You start sending them cold emails, start calling them on the phone, telling them about your products. And before you know it, then you get a customer. Then we also teach you tech sales. What is tech sales? Tech sales is is the process of you selling technology products like softwares. You sell Zoom, you sell Jumia, you sell Binance to people, you sell Zoho, like any technology products you are sure or you use. That is what we call tech sales. So we teach you how you are going to sell this product to people, how you are going to sell the product. Like, just like as a bank marketer, I don't know, or salesperson, the way you tell people to register or come and, create an account with your bank. This is also how you tell people to come and buy the software you're using. And this is where the money is as a remote worker. If you are a remote worker and you are very good with sales, bet me you make a lot of money from sales. There's a lot of money in sales, actually, because most of the time they're going to pay you very small money and you make a lot of money from bonuses. Then what is another one? Another one is we also teach you tools, CRMs, communication tools, workflow tools, project management tools. Do you know what? As a remote worker, you cannot function without CRMs. As a remote, you can see, if you're following me on Facebook, you get to see me post about CRMs I use, like HubSpot, Asana, Intercom, Zendesk. These are CRMs these are CRM. And what is CRM? Customer relationship management. So these tools that I just mentioned help you to communicate with customers across the world. So without your knowledge of these tools, it's not possible for you to work remotely. Why? Because you cannot, when you work in the office space and you want to talk to somebody, you just walk up to the person and talk to the person. But when you're working remotely, how do you communicate? Like, for instance, the company I work for, I'm the only African person, right, in my team. I'm the only African in my team. And we work across time zone. So imagine when I'm working, my team member is sleeping, and let's assume if all of us get to meet, how is it possible that we are meeting? We are only meeting because there is a software that fosters that kind of, support, that fosters our meeting. So without the presence of Zoom, Google Meet, Microsoft Teams, and maybe Slack Huddle, there's no way for us to meet. It's as if you're just working with nobody, right? So these are the things you need to learn. You might have all these skills, but if you don't know how to use softwares like the CRMs, the communications tools, internet communication tools, the project management tools, then you can't do anything. Because when we talk about project management tools, we are talking about how can I assign a task to you? How can I tell you what to do? How can I monitor what you were doing? How can I know that you have completed this? How can I know that you are about to do this? Do you understand? When you work in office space, what happened? What happened is that your manager can walk to your table and say, "Hi, Ekwe, how are you doing today? Please, can you, they'll just give you a task and say, please, can you check this file for me and submit." Do you get? But when you work remotely, nobody's walking to your table telling you, "Ekwe, can you work?" No, we need a tool that will allow my manager to assign something to me. And that is now when we talk about Asana, that's when we talk about ClickUp, that's when we talk about Monday.com, that's when we talk about Trello, and not more. There's so many, but these are the most popular ones. Jira. So we talk about this one. So it allows team, collaborations. It allows you to collaborate with your team members, work on a project. I could have showed you guys what Asana looks like, but that's what you are going to learn in the class. I don't want to be moving screen. Make it not be like I did for class they teach, right? Then we also teach you appointment settings. And what is appointment settings? Appointment setting is a process that you are able to call people, send email to people about your product, and when they're interested and you are not responsible to close this sale, you now book appointments between the sales team and the client. You understand? So you book appointment and you monitor this appointment. If this appointment happen, then you are going to do what? You get your bonus, or you get any incentive attached to the appointment. Then we also talk about scheduling, which is you ensuring that the appointment that is being set are not interfering. Like there is no double appointment. There is no double appointment. There is no these things are not clashing. That the appointments you are setting, they are not crashing. Do you understand? They are not clashing against each other. Everything is well arranged. There is no duplicate booking and so on and so. Like you monitor everything. Then we also teach you email marketing. What is email marketing? We have a process of you doing social media marketing. Social media marketing comprises of you selling on your TikTok, you selling on your YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. All these things are social media. Now we have email marketing. Email marketing allows you to generate leads. I think I've said something about lead generation. You go out there to generate potential customers. So after generating these leads, how do you nurture them? You nurture them by, through social media, through email marketing. You send them cold email telling them about your products, or you call them. Is that you are going to nurture these individuals either through email marketing or telemarketing. Telemarketing means you are selling your products over the phone. Then the email marketing is that you're selling the products over the email, right? So they are the same thing but different channels. Then we're also going to teach you telemarketing, cold calling, and warm calling. And when we talk about cold calling is that you have never heard about digital outreach before all your life. You don't know it to be digital outreach, and all of a sudden somebody from digital outreach calls you. I say, "Hello, hi Ekwe, how are you doing today? This is Equitas. This is Ngozi calling from digital outreach IT support. I just want to confirm if you're interested." When somebody you are not aware of calls you on the phone, how is your reaction? Would you think that, this person just picked my number from somewhere and want to scam me? That is cold calling. Cold calling is that process. Somebody you don't know, somebody you have never had any kind of communication with, reach out to you, telling you about a product. But when we talk about warm calling, we are talking about products that you are familiar with, products that you are already using, products that you yourself you are aware of. But like, you know about digital outreach and you heard about digital outreach somewhere and you pick our number and you call me. When you are the one calling me on the phone to make inquiries about digital outreach, you're not going to sound like you don't know me. You're not going to be sounding like, who is this one again? Do you understand? You aren't going to be sounding, who is this one? Do you understand? But when I call you and you don't know digital outreach, you'll be skeptical about picking my calls. Now, when we talk about warm calling again, we are talking about you as a DSTV user, you as a Glow user. When Glow call you and they use Glow line, are you going to be like, who is this person? Are you going to be like, I don't know who this person is? You're not going to be asking questions because you know that you are using Zoom and Zoom should, you are using Glow and Glow should have your number. The same way, when DSTV call you, you are not going to be scared of DSTV calling you because you are already their customer and you have their number, right? And they have your number. So it's not going to be like, oh, why, how did they get my number? You know, do you understand? So that is the difference between cold calling and warm calling. The cold calling means that you don't have any business with this person, they don't know you. Warm calling is that they know you, you are doing business with them, or they know you and they're the one interested in your business. Do you understand? Then we also talk about Airbnb. I know that most of you know what is Airbnb because now some people they do shortlet. You know, Airbnb is all about short-term rentals. You are traveling to Abuja and you don't want to stay in a hotel. All you just need to do, you want a space you can stay for a short period of time, or you want to stay in a hotel but you want to book it yourself, right? So we are going to teach you tools that allows you to book your short-term rentals, teach you about your tools that help with itinerary like booking.com, like Priceline, like Airbnb, like VRBO. We teach you skills, like we teach you all this that allows you don't just book your rentals or the apartment you want to stay. We also teach you where you can book for amenities and outdoors. You know, let's assume you're traveling to Abuja and you don't know where to visit when you get to Abuja. We teach you how to find all these things. Then we teach you how to book your flight. We teach you how to book your hotels, book all, like every single thing on a platform. So imagine when you are done with the training and you are not even getting a job. This is things you can start up on your own. You don't even need to be employed before you can start working as a host or as a co-host. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I'm trying to see some of your questions. So somebody, guys, don't ask questions yet so that I don't miss them. I will tell you when to ask your questions. I'm going to tell you when I'm going to ask your question or when you are going to ask your question so that you don't get mixed up. Now, what else again do we do? Apart from teaching Airbnb, we also teach you other tools like Zillow, where those of you that are interested in real estate, you can find building for sale, for rent, for buy, and so on and so forth. Like naturally, there are a lot you are going to be learning from our training. And the sweetest part about our community is that we keep upgrading our content. Like the class I just ended, this is my first time of having 18 sections. You know, imagine when we started, we're having 4 sections, like the entire class is 4 sections, guys. At some point, we upgraded to 6 classes. At some point, we were 9, 12, but as I'm talking to you, we now have 18 sections. That is a lot of sections. And guess what? We are still charging the same thing. You know, I think it's high time we start charging more, right? Like, it's high time we really need to. So I think high time we start charging more. You know, like 4 class, 25K, 18 sections. 18 sections. You say, oh my guys, you guys are really cheating me. Do you understand? Because we keep upgrading our content. Like currently, I'm a customer success manager, and all the things I'm learning as a customer success manager, I'm still infusing them to what I'm doing. Like, and you also get to learn. There are other, you know, things you get to learn for free. Imagine the class I just give my students: project management and business analysis. This course, this is like 1,000 plus, almost 2,000 euro worth of courses, and some people are getting it for free. So these are the things you benefit from the class. Now, what is again? We are saying, what is going to be your expectation? Your expectation for joining Digital Witch. Your expectations, I know that some of you will be like, Equitas, you give job? How do we do? So I like to tell people, pop and play as a Nigerian. Let me put it this way. I like to tell people for the fact, I know they give jobs. I don't guarantee you jobs. I like, you know, just imagine that for me to say this on live shows you how serious this is. I don't give job. I don't guarantee jobs. But the truth is, if you are intentional about what you want to achieve in our community, if you are intentional, people like my job go they rush you when you are ready. Like if you are very, very intentional about what you want to achieve before the class in the end, now jobs go they rush you. Now, why did I say I don't give job? Because of course, it is not within my scope to apply for a job for you. I'm not going to be the one to apply for a job for you. I'm not going to be the one to go to your interviews. I'm not going to be the one I'm not doing any of that. But the truth is, I'm not just teaching you skills. I'm teaching you all the support, all the things you need to get that job. Where to go and get the job, like your Upwork, LinkedIn, HubSpot staff, freelancer.com, Fiverr, career pages. Like I teach you can ask my old student, they will tell you for free. I'm not one of those teachers that can say I'm hiding what I know. My goal is to ensure that my students are doing well. Like that is the only way I measure my success. I measure my success by seeing that my students are doing well, because who taught this person Equitos? And that makes my shoulder part higher. Do you understand? So I go out of my way to ensure that me and my students are actually success. So if you are coming to the community with your with a kind of a positive mindset, being ready to explore, being proactive, ready to go above and beyond to ensure your own personal success, truth is you are going to get job. Job is the least of the things you are going to get, right? Now, my own expectation from your own expectation from me, within my own scope. My own scope is that I'm going to teach you, and I'm not just going to teach you. I'm going to go above and beyond to provide support. But I'm not going. The first one I go provide say I'm not going to give you a job. But that does not mean I don't recommend my students for jobs. I recommend our students for jobs when there is an opening. But the possibility of you being who I'm going to recommend is very low, because I already have students who are doing well, who I know, and they might be the ones in my, it's not, I don't do family, I don't do friends, I don't do anything. I pick my best bait. When I want to outsource jobs or recommend jobs, I go for my best candidate. Why? Because I'm recommending this person so that he will represent us well, and we should be able to recommend more people, not somebody that will go there, mess it up, and whenever they hear Nigeria, digital, is a God forbid. This is no, I don't do that. So don't think when you join, I'm going to pick you. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to pick my proactive students. There are students already that during the class already know what they can do and what they cannot do. Do you understand? So those are my target. Now you are going to expect me teaching you, and I'm going to teach you 3 times in a week. 3 times in a week is Tuesday, Saturday, and Thursday. And the time is 9 a.m. until 12 p.m. and classes are also recorded, meaning at the end of every section, you are going to get a recorded video of each class. Every single person registered for our class is going to get a recorded video of each class to enable you work at your convenience. So because we have students all over the world. We have a lot of students in the US, in Canada, and other time zones that may not favor them. Our time may not favor them. So the only way for them to catch up is through our recorded video. And we have a group. You are going to join the group and you get every needed support. We also create other tutorial groups like accountability group so that you can be accountable with your fellow students. You get to learn from your fellow students, ask questions, go on tutorial. And recently, our students also started organizing real-time meetups, like physical meetups, and like joining our class is just going to be a win-win for everybody. You are not just going to learn your skills, you're also going to build your network. You are not just going to build your network, you may end up getting amazing jobs. I will tell you for free, our students are doing well. Some of them are doing well because, of course, not everybody. Even for university, you get people that graduate third class. So there are some people that don't even attend this class at all. They will attend when they want to, and at the end of the day, they still expect the same level of results. But that's not how it works. So, but then I'm giving you access to what we call human resources. So even if you're not benefiting from me, you should be able to benefit from our students. Like in my current class that just graduated, I can count like 5 medical doctors. These are the people that I know that put doctors in their name, or those I've spoken to. But there are more. We have plenty lecturers. We have people that join the group, not that they need the job. They need job, but they just want to have this experience. Or some of them are just there to monitor those they registered. Like students were buying other students' laptops. For a student to buy another student laptop, shows you that this person, they are not just here for the money. They are just here for the experience. You understand? So when you are in our community, there is no kind of people that you will not meet. There is no kind of people you will not like. Is going to be a win-win situation for you, right? Now, somebody's asking, Please don't ask question now. When it is time for question, you ask question. Don't ask question until I say time for question. I'm talking to Claire Cake, and so on. It is not time for question. When it's time for question, I'm going to answer that. Then what are the requirements? Like who, or let's put it this way, qualifications and requirements. Who is qualified to join our class? Or who is what is the requirement? So the qualification is, in fact, everybody are qualified. You don't have to be a graduate to join our community. You don't have to be in a certain career path to be in our community. You know, WAEC holders are doing well in our community. WAEC holders are apparently doing so well. Boy are doing well. Vendors are doing well. So it's all about how you intentional you are with the training and what you want to achieve. So the whole idea is that the skills we are teaching you is enough to get you a job, right? So you don't even need to come with your skills, because of course, all the skills you already have, why are you still looking for a job? So the idea is you don't need to be a graduate. Nobody cares about your graduate or what, unless you say, oh, I'm looking for a medical doctor job. Then of course, as a if you're looking for a medical job, then you should be a medical doctor. But apart from that, the kind of job we do, nobody cares about your school. What they care is, what can you do for us? What are you bringing to the table? How can you help us solve this problem? So these are the kind of things they want. Now, anybody can join us. You're a stay-at-home mom, you're a copper. Copper, I think copper's problem is when I was serving, my hopes are like this. I have a very high hope. A lot of uncles were like, okay, Ekwi, when you finish, you are so smart. We are going to help you get a job. But the truth is, my dad even died a week after my youth service, and I'll tell you for free, there was no uncle anywhere that even asked me, how are you coping? There was nobody. So I used to tell, if you want to be realistic, now where they get your allowance is the best time for you to plan. Because at the end of your youth service, you may not be getting the allowance, and getting job might be difficult. You understand? So now, as a copper, this is the best time for you to learn skills. The truth is, we know that all of us went to university, but your university certificate and what you learn is not enough to push you to the global space. It's not even enough to get you jobs in Nigerian market, because that one is a different story. It's already saturated with a lot of people without jobs and so on and so forth. But there are skills you will have. Now people go to rush you. Somebody like me, I can say it anyway. I can ask all my students. No Nigerian company, I cannot work for any Nigerian company again. Why? Let me put it this way: 80% of Nigerian company that may want to work with me may not be able to afford me. I don't know if you understand. Those that can afford me will probably ask me to come to their office. Like, they won't allow me to work 100% from home. Do you understand? So any Nigerian company that can afford me will probably ask me, you need to work 2 days in the office or 3 days in the office. And that is a lot of time from me. I don't want to do that. I've had I've interviewed, for I think I've interviewed, like last year, I was interviewed by 6 companies, Nigeria. And when we started talking, when I started telling them my experience, one person said, wait, we cannot afford you. Like, they use their mouth to say we cannot, and that is true. Are you going to be paying me like a Nigerian company that wants to pay you well, like what they call well? They will say, okay, when a Nigerian company say, I'm going to pay you well, what they are talking about is paying you like 500K, or they are paying you 200. This is 500K is well. Like a company, Nigerian company want to pay you well. Remember, I'm not. If I'm working for a Nigerian company, I'm not going to be working as a developer, because I did development, but I'm not. That is not my career path, and I'm not going to be working as a one big tech person. So as far as I'm not working as a very big tech person, that means my salary range should be like 350, 400. And recruiters cannot work for company like that. Like, I literally cannot work for company that is paying me like that. Imagine, this is just, let me show you guys what I'm talking about. This is just one job on Upwork. This is not like my full-time job. Do you understand? So this job, you guys, I don't know if you guys have seen my Upwork account. Can you guys see my Upwork account? I don't know if you guys have seen my Upwork account, but let me share. Let me know when it changed. So now, I just shared my Upwork account, and my role is technical account manager and also as a customer success manager. This is just like a one job. This is not my full-time job, but can you see how much I made just this week alone? This is how much I made for just this week alone. So now calculate this amount by 4 weeks. This is just one job. And this is not even my full-time job. I have like a full-time job that is not an Upwork, but this is just Upwork account, right? So now, how many company in Nigeria can pay me almost $1,000 in a week? Do you understand? How many how many Nigerian companies going to pay me almost ₦1,000,000? This is ₦1,000,000 already. Based on Nigeria exchange rates today, this is ₦1,000,000 already. So how many company in Nigeria we agree to pay me ₦1,000,000 every week? Do you understand? So now that is the issue. So you learn these skills, you get to this point that you just need to look beyond Nigerian companies. Do you understand? You're going to look beyond Nigerian companies. Nigeria issues is not Nigeria jobs is no longer your, like, if somebody they call you for Nigerian job, they see the person, like, say the person don't like you at all. Why do you hate me so much? Why would you want to hire me to work? Why would you want to hire me to work in a Nigerian company? Do you understand? Now, when we talk about requirements, your requirement is that person where they go farm need cutlass or you need hoe, right? If you want to go farm, you need cutlass or you need hoe. So what are the things you need? So you need a laptop, but it's not everybody that can afford a laptop. So if you cannot afford a laptop, if you cannot afford a laptop and you have a good phone, you can start with your good phone. Like I used to tell people, I started my tech journey in 2017 with my Infinix phone, like Infinix, all of that they use. I started my tech journey with Infinix phone. I was just, then my first job in Lagos was in a real estate company. I was just an office assistant. I was always sitting in the office doing nothing while I wait time. How much is my salary? 65K. And one day I was watching YouTube with because we have a smart TV in the office with internet, and I was watching YouTube, and after watching this, I think it was Nigerian Idol. After watching this episode, one Indian guy channel just started playing automatically, and the guy was talking about cloud computing, and I was like, wait till be cloud computing. Do you understand? Wait till be cloud computing, and that was how I started watching the what the guy was saying, and I was able to understand few things, right? And I had to subscribe to his channel every day when I come to work, because of course I don't do anything. I will go to his channel, and that is how I started learning. That is my first encounter with learning and upskilling. And I also subscribe with my phone, so each time when I get back home, I will start watching his channel. Other videos has uploaded with my phone, and that was how my journey started. And with just Infinix phone, most of the assignment he was giving, I was doing with my Infinix phone, practicing. Remember that I studied literature, so normally nothing concerns me and IT. In fact, somebody asked me yesterday, how did you get into IT? I would just tell the person, like, it's just, I don't know if I should call it luck, or I should just call it that God always have it. God already have a master plan for our life, right? So God always have a master plan. Now you need your laptop or phone. As long as that phone can access Zoom, then you should be able to use it. If your phone can access Zoom, then you should use it. Then we also talk about your internet. You need a good internet connection, because of course the only way you can do something online is through internet. So the class is online. We know they do physical class. Physical class are tutorial sections our students organize. If I'm in your state or I'm in your location and you invite me, oh, you guys be like, Ekwi, are you in Abuja? Oh, we are having a meetup today. Can you come? Of course, with all pleasure. But then this year we are probably going to have a very big digital rich feast. So we're still thinking about it, but I hope it's come through. Do you understand? So guys, another one is, apart from requirements of your laptop, phone, nobody, I already said it, nobody cares whether you're a wire coder, you're a stay-at-home mom, nobody cares, just your willingness. Then we are talking about, we require your time. Truth is, joining my class will be like you just started. Can you guys hear me? Okay, so joining our class is as if you just went back to school. You know the way people go back to school? That's how joining my class is, because you need to dedicate your time. You need to be present in live sections, or at least watch the recorded videos. You need to interact with other students. You need to be proactive. Like, you need to really, really be proactive. You need to be very, very proactive. Do you understand? And that is the only way you're going to do well in our class. So we need your time, your laptop or phone that can access Zoom, and your willingness to go the extra mile, or your willingness to explore. Do you understand? Now, what are other things that is needed? I'm trying to look somebody's asking, do we give certificate? And I'll tell you guys for free, at the moment, we don't give certificate. Why? Because in the past, we tried doing that, and we noticed a lot of people don't even come to take the class. They just get the certificate. This certificate is not globally recognized. I hope you know. It's not like it's Coursera or whatever. If I'm giving you certificate, I will tell you that giving you certificate will benefit me more than it will benefit you. Why? Because if I give you certificate, you are going to spread the good news. More people will know, right? But are you going to use that certificate to apply for a job? Of course, but people may not recognize it. So the idea, or the main issue here, is that when you come to the class, nobody is going to ask you for certificate. Even when you're applying for a job, nobody cares about your certificate. Nobody's going to ask you, but they are going to ask you, what do you know? How can you do this? How do you achieve this? So the point is, our training is mainly focused on the skills, not just certificate. Because if you think about it, you have WAEC certificate, UNN, I say UNN, university certificate, and other certificates, and you are still jobless. So what does that tell you? The problem is not certificate. The problem is skills. So now we are focusing on the skills and not certificate. But if you want certificate, like our student gets certificate from Coursera for free. So we teach you how to get certificates for free. Right? So we're going to teach you how to get certificates for free, like that. And that brings me to the end of my own presentation. Now it's for you to ask your questions, ask all the questions you have, and I will take some of them before I just have 1 hour, guys. I'm going to spend just 1 hour here. So now we can take your questions and talk, then I can give you anything I want to know. So, okay, somebody's asking, how many weeks / months is the class? Previously our class is 3 to 4 weeks, but at the moment, like I said, we added a lot of content. One funny thing is that each class, like those that join our class in January, they are going to miss small things that are added for February. So any section, the new sections are always better. If you notice, my January student that just graduated, they are fire. But I feel that the next session that's starting by March, they will be fire. I don't know how to put it. Because we are still at it. So the training is now 4 to 6 weeks at the almost 2 months training. Before it used to be 3 weeks and 4 weeks. But now we're almost going to 2 months. If you notice, I don't run my class monthly anymore. Do you understand? Since August, I'm now running class 2-2. Like, now the next class is February and March together. So after this February and March together, the next class is going to happen in May, and it's going to happen, that is May, that is April, May together. But in that May, I don't even know when I'm going to start May, because I'm traveling by May. My company, one of my companies is inviting us for summits, or we are traveling for company summit. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to teach from the country I'm going. Anyway, when I traveled to Brazil, I was teaching from Brazil, but I don't know, but I'm just looking. I don't want to judge the country I'm going to based on my experience at Brazil. So, but I just hope I can be able to teach from there. So that is that. So another question is, the February and March section are starting 2nd of March, but then we have a limited slot left. Currently, we have less than 200 slots left, and we still have like 2 more weeks to register. Meaning that if you are interested in joining our next class, you have like from this weekend until next week. By end of next week, before the end of next week, we might our group might be filled up, and we may not, anybody registering from next weekend might be joining April, May section and not February, March, because our March group might have been filled up by then. You understand? So another person is asking, what are the skills a job can actually get using smartphone? Because I know that not all jobs. So now, when you join our class, I also try to point out some of the jobs you can do with your smartphone. Me personally, even though my job is a very big one, I'm a customer success manager and technical accounts manager, right? But I still do some of my things. I send emails on my phone. I attend meetings sometimes from my phone. I chat my team members on Slack on my phone. Like most of the things I do on my phone. But to avoid, one thing I tell people, if you know you are not using a laptop, the thing you need to avoid hourly paid job. Hourly paid job, you can see, like, this my Upwork job, you can see that it's out $24 per hour, right? So this kind of job should be avoided if you are using a phone. Why? Because sometimes the clients will not allow you to track it manually. And if they don't allow you to track it manually, it means that you need a desktop app to track. That means you have to be on your laptop before you can be tracked. And if you don't track, you can't get paid. So you can focus more on fixed jobs that are fixed, and maybe smaller jobs like, like I have a student, her name is Ginika, and I'll tell you guys for free. Ginika, when she joined our class, she doesn't have a laptop, she just have a phone, and she was just 19 years. Yes, she was serving and she was 19. And this girl focused on job her phone could do, which is growing people's social media pages like YouTube, increasing YouTube watch time for people, and she was being paid $50 per project, $100 per project. So sometimes this small girl earns up to $500 in a week, and she was just busy doing small job, growing YouTube. And guess what? She was using our community to grow those YouTube account or YouTube channel. At the end, as I'm talking to you, Ginika is done with service. She's currently sponsoring herself in the UK. Laptop is the first thing she bought, of course. You understand? So she made enough money to buy laptop to sponsor herself to the UK. Her younger brother that is not even up to 18 is currently in our class. So the truth is, when you use the phone, it shouldn't be an excuse. It should only, heighten your energy in getting something that is complete. Because of course, the truth is that no matter how much we try, it's not everybody that can afford a laptop at the moment. Nigeria economy, they choke. So no matter how much we try, it's not everybody that can afford a laptop. So the idea is start small. Even when Nigeria economy was not choking, me personally, I couldn't afford a laptop. I was using my phone until I was able to afford one. So you can also focus on, the skills you are learning can also help you get a normal Nigerian job. So there's something some students are also doing. They learn these skills. They also apply for Nigerian jobs where they can either give them a laptop or where they can go to work, maybe work in the office for like a month or two and get paid real money and be able to afford to buy a laptop. So the idea is just do anything you can to ensure that you are earning. And I say, working with Nigerian company, also building your experience. Do you understand? When they ask you, where have you worked? Of course, you have somewhere you have worked. So somebody saying, a lot of us had no previous tech experience. Just like me. Okay, I think Chizoba is saying something. I think you are replying to Chidera. Me personally, I started from scratch. Like I said, I studied literature. Most of our students have no tech experience. Our training is, should I say, user-friendly. So our training, we start from basic. That's why I said our training is all about on-demand tech skills. I'm not going to teach you how to program. I'm not going to teach you how to debug. I'm not going to teach you cloud computing. These are skills that if you as someone who is not tech savvy go into them, the possibility of you dropping out is very high. But in our community, we introduce it to IT, like we're introducing from the smaller ones, then we grow. Then after the training, if you want to become a DevOps, you want to become a data analyst, then you already know what you want. Then you are familiar with IT word. So you're no longer going to be like, waiting they happen here, right? So of course, you already know what you want, and that will help you make a better decision. Then another person is saying, how about a total illiterate? I don't know what you mean by total illiterate. Is it that the person cannot read or write, or the person cannot press laptop or anything? I don't know. But I know people that don't know how to press laptop or navigate laptop when they join our community. I've even shared some of their reviews on my wall. And one of them, as I'm talking to you, is earning so much. Like, she's literally making more than 5 million naira monthly. And when she joined us, she don't know how to navigate. She will carry her laptop and meet other people in her location to teach her how to use the laptop, her husband's laptop. So I feel, irrespective of your current stage or status, if you are willing to learn, to put in the work, to also know that, when I joined Microsoft, I keep telling myself one thing. Equitos, now you be the only arts person where they display. So you're just lucky. And when I get to see my colleagues, I work twice harder. Why? Because I know that these guys study science, they study computer science, computer engineering. Some of them have 10 years work experience too, but I'm just coming from real estate and I just studied literature. I was just lucky to be employed because of the upskilling, the upskilling I did on YouTube, right? So I had to put in the work. When others are learning small, I go they learn plenty because these people I know say they don't already do this thing before. So that is that. So anybody can join the community, but then you have to do what? You have to be willing to put in the needed effort. Another person is asking specific of laptop you should buy. So if you're buying a laptop, it should be a Windows 10, Core i5, or Core i7, Windows 10, Windows 11, 8 gig, 16 gig. Do you understand? 4 gig is manageable, but it's not the best. Core i3 is also okay, but not the best. But from 6th generation upward is amazing. So you should any make at all, it works. Any make at all. So can somebody without any formal work experience get a job after the training? Of course. See, some of these questions are better believed when you join the community. Most of the students, they see me, they share their offers, don't have any work experience. You are trained on the skills and also how to get this job and also how to sell yourself. The difference between you having skills and you selling yourself. The way you sell yourself after the training matters a lot. And we also teach you how to imbibe a very, a top-notch confidence. When you see my students speaking, have you met my students before? When you see my students where they talk, you say, good day, like, if you have a friend that been in my class, compare her life, her confidence level before she joined and after she joined our class. You'll get to understand. So at the end of training, you should be able to learn how to sell yourself to the market. When somebody asks you, can you tell me about yourself? The way you start talking about your skills, the way you start talking about how you are going to drive their sport to success will be so amazing. Nobody cares, having a work experience is okay, but there are some jobs that we tell you we are looking for entry level. Entry level be say you never worked before, right? And even if you go tell them say you don't get 1 year experience, irrespective of you not working, as long as you can defend it, and how do you defend it? By learning what we teach. If you go there and say somebody, I'm a virtual assistant with 1 year of experience, of course, if you really paid attention to what we are teaching, you should be able to defend that 1 year. 1 year is just small, right? Then another person say, watch YouTube to learn how to use computer. Yeah, you can do that. Please, what platform does the foreign company use in paying? Me personally, they pay me on Upwork and I transfer my money directly to my bank account. You can see it here. I transfer my money to my DOM account, or you can transfer it to Payoneer. But if it's other company, my second company pay me using a platform called Pilot. They transfer my money, they pay me to Pilot, and I transfer my money from Pilot to my DOM account. Some other students get paid using GPay. Some use Payday doesn't work anymore. Some people use Payday no they work. GPay. Okay, some students use GPay and some use Deal. There's another software called Deal. So depending on the one that your company is using. But me, if it's on Upwork, now you go select whether you want to be paid in Naira. You transfer your money to the Naira account, or you want to transfer it to the DOM account, you transfer it to the DOM account, like that. Then what are the channels to get those jobs? You learn all of these things in the class. I've also mentioned them. You learn all these things in the class. I believe you sound like a good teacher. Somebody said, please, what are the channels to get jobs? You learn all these things in class. You already know about Upwork, LinkedIn, and so on and so forth. LinkedIn, Upwork, Fiverr, and so on. So you learn them in the class as well. So about the new CBN policy, how does that affect Forex? Forex payment. Me personally, I'm still going to go to my bank next week because I've been busy. I need to talk to my account manager to understand how that works or how that affects me. But there's one sweet thing about Nigerians. We always have a workaround. So we are just waiting for the policy or whatever to start working so that we see the direction is coming. Once we see the direction is coming, bet me you, is a matter of weeks. Somebody will develop something that will help, right? So, but now I'm still getting my money in dollars, so I don't know. I just feel some people are saying that he's going to collect the money like as cash, but I don't know. So me personally, I need my dollar. Sorry, guys. Me personally, I use my dollar card. I use my dollar to make purchases online like that. Like so that works for me. But in terms of getting money in dollar, we still they get our money as dollars for now. And even if you don't get them for dollar, something like GPay exchange rate is high. As at yesterday, GPay exchange rate is 1,600. So even your booking go sell and like that for you. So you can still use the platform to convert if you want to convert, and it's so big. So somebody saying, "Thank you, ma, for this section." Indeed, you. And I said, "How can university students learn all this skill and still be working with schooling?" Anyway, this is your own personal decision to make, right? I have plenty students who are working and schooling. So do you want to tell me if you're in abroad and your papa knows to get money to pay your abroad fees or abroad bills? Most of them, won't you be working? It's only Nigeria that working and schooling looks like it's one kind of big deal. But I understand because the system is squashed. But if you're in abroad, you work and you school. So you create the time. What makes remote work easier for you is that when you are working with a foreign company, most of their job is in the evening, towards in the night. Because me personally, I work from 2 p.m. until 10 p.m. Sometimes I resume by 4 p.m. and close by 12. Other time, like my job, my current company, I'm very flexible. I can start anytime and close anytime. I can even decide not to work today and tell my company I'm busy today, and I work the next day. Like, okay, let's say I want to travel, I want to go to somewhere on Friday. I can take my Friday off and work on Saturday and get Friday. Do you understand? We do that a lot. We do that. It's allowed. But that is for my company. It's not like that for everybody. So when you are trying to get a job, you can focus on jobs that is like, maybe you can focus on job that is, they'll tell you PST. When you see job where they say PST is US time zone, but towards their evening. So our evening is their morning. So you are going to be starting like 6 p.m., 5 p.m. So when you start that time, you close around 1 in the night. 12, depends. So it's totally dependent on you. Now you go use your hand, find that kind of job. They are there. And there are more. Then another one say, will I be taught how to make an active LinkedIn account attractive? You learn that in the class as well. It's part of the things our students do. Someone who doesn't have laptop and is a newbie in tech space, which of the skills contained in the course would you recommend for? We are teaching you everything. You are going to learn everything we teach. You are not paying for one course. You are paying for a package. Like the course we are paying come with everything, and we teach you all. So you will not be left with making that choice yourself based on what the skills. Anyone that interests you, then you pick. Anyone that interests you, then you pick. Anyone. But of course, at the end of the day, if you want to become a virtual assistant, you need to be versatile. A virtual assistant, like I said, virtual assistant does not have like a unique role. Waiting you go do as a virtual assistant, it's totally dependent on what the person you are working for asks you to do. That means you need to learn a lot of skills from us for you to be able to function well. Now somebody say, "Ma, please, is the class is virtual, it's not physical." We sometimes meet physical, but for people this is students doing. So people within the same area try to meet to learn together. But me personally, my own training now online. I teach online. Then I hope I get about step because I know nothing about it. You'll be fine, actually. So the idea is that if you are joining the community and you are a newbie, now you go tell yourself the hard truths. Now you go tell yourself, I know I'm not good with this, but I want to learn. So when others are sleeping, you are looking for somebody that can help you. You are looking for somebody that is doing something you can attach yourself to. So I always advise my students that when the training starts, find accountability partners. The best way to enjoy this community is when you are join with that your friend where say sabi push you where. Like me and my girlfriends, when I wanted to do project management course, I have a friend who is also interested, but she wasn't ready. But she's good at pushing me. So what do you think we did? I paid for her. Why did I pay for her? Because I know that if she know they push me, I feel just say, oh, I have meeting today. Oh, I have class today. I just give 1 or 2 excuses. But we joined that training together, and I'll tell you for free, that is one of the best thing I ever did. When she also wanted to do Scrum Master, I don't want to do them. But she paid for me. I did Scrum Master. I'm a certified Scrum Master. And she did that as well. So the best way is ensure that you have accountability partner within you so that even when you are not doing well, when your friends start winning, It will be the push you need to know what, to keep focusing, to keep trying, to keep doing whatever you want to do. Do you understand? So you need it. So how long do you think someone can take? I don't know. Somebody, I'm answering my, I don't know, is it more B? How long do you think someone can learn and start looking for jobs? My training is 4 to 6 weeks. You can start looking for a job at the end of the training. If you think, this is your personal thing, not me. I don't know how much you have learned. My own is that I have a content. I'm training with my content. You might not even be coming to my class. You might not even be watching the videos. So I don't know your own pace. I don't know how serious you are. So, but I tell my students, don't go and look for a job if you are not sure that you are ready for jobs. So what do? Even after the training, take some time, revisit the training videos again. Learn when you feel like you are okay, like you have enough, you can defend your skills. They apply for jobs. And remember, like I said, I know they give job, I know they guarantee job. It is not within my scope to give you a job. It's not within my scope to tell you how long it will take you to get a job. There are some people that graduated since last year, they have not gotten a job. There's people that graduated last year and they have like 6, 4, 5, 6 jobs. So there are people that just graduated last week and they have jobs already, right? So all this thing is totally within your own scope, not me. My own is to ensure I come to class, I teach you, I provide all needed support. I do anything as a teacher to ensure you are succeeding. But you see that job part, it's not my scope to give you a job, and it's not my scope to tell you how long it will take you to get the job or how long. No, that is your own personal effort. In case you join my class, can't wait to make job draw for your lap. They work like that. So another person is asking, my HP is laptop Windows 10, but can I silver? I don't know what is. Yeah. Onuwato, you see, you can use your laptop for your stats. It's okay. So I say, as long as you are proactive, intentional, you do it. Okay, somebody's answering this question. How do we register? Okay, so I'm going to share this screen. So let me. We are doing FAQ, but I'm just going to share the last slide so that can be seen our details. You can see the two numbers on the screen. The two numbers on the screen are our numbers, my number and my VA numbers, and that is our Facebook page. Our Facebook page is Digital Reach IT Support Team, and this is registration details. However, for those of you that are currently here, the agreement that I was going to give something for those that currently those that joined the webinar. So those of you that joined the webinar, we are going to do, so you don't have to pay now until we are done. So it's only those that stay till the end of the session that probably going to benefit from this. So I don't know. So for now, just pause. So let's just have it like this. You can copy it now, and I'm still going to send it later in the webinar groups. But for now, let's finish our questions. So I'm going to take maybe 10 more minutes. So somebody's asking, if I register for February, March batch and my tight schedule couldn't permit me to join the batch I paid for, how will I be considered? First of all, this is how we do it. If you paid for a batch and something happened and you couldn't join that batch, you need to tell us before the batch starts. For instance, if you paid for, you are joining this match that is going to, the one that is going to start second match, and something came up, you have to tell us now. Why? So that we remove you from the group and replace you with someone else. But if you don't tell us, class can't start after first section, 2 section, or after the class you have graduated, you now come back to tell me that something happened and did not join, I'm not going to listen to you. I will simply send you the recorded video if you don't have it, but I'm not going to listen. So as a registered student, you have from now until when the class starts. Immediately, few days before the class starts, we are going to start gathering information. Immediately we gather that information from our students, we cannot move you, we cannot change you. So before we start gathering that information, I always make announcements. Something like, please, if there is anything that will make you not be available for this class, or that you think you are not ready for the class, maybe you are emotionally not ready or anything, you have to let us know from today until tomorrow. And after tomorrow, this offer is closed. So from that day, once you reach out, we are going to move you to next section. We keep moving and we keep replacing, because of course registration is currently ongoing, but I will tell you for free that before the end of next week, we may not have space anymore. Do you understand? Before the end of next week, we may not have space for March class, meaning that we are going to close March registration. And once we close March registration, anybody that wants to join, we can only tell them you are joining. We are going to add it to next one. So we create a new group for next one. Now, that many of them may not want to wait for May. Remember, my May class is my April class is going to be merged with May, meaning that the next class will be in May. Now, the only way we can get a space and add these people is by you that is not ready, you agreeing to move to May class when you'll be ready, right? So we will ask you, if you're not available, tell us now so that we can move you. So when you are not available, tell us, we move you to May class. Then those that want to join the March class that are ready but they don't have space, we move them to March. Do you understand? But if you don't tell us until we start the class, there is nothing we can do for you. Just have to find a way and cope. Another person is asking, the class will be truly interesting. Somebody saying, do not underestimate yourself until you are done with. The truth is that in our community, the people that always do well are people that actually think they can never do well. I remember a lady that was last year. At some point, she exited the group. And I noticed her when she exited the group. I don't know her before then, but the minute I just came online and I saw that somebody exited. And I chatted the person, say, I just noticed that you left the group. What happened? She said that, bam. You know what she said? She happened to be from Musuka Sev. She now said, Bam is that she's going mad. And I said, what happened? She said that her head cannot carry what we are doing. And I said, but I just thought that class just started 2 days ago. Like we just had one section, and your head on the, you say, Ella don't they buy you. And I thought that, don't worry. And I thought that the class will get better as time goes on. I had to tell her that let her go back, and I'm going to attach her to somebody, and I attach her with another student that is doing well. And that was it. And I will tell you for free, this woman was one of the first people that got job in her training. She got $5 per hour full-time job. A $5 per hour full-time job, and she's still doing that job since last year. So the idea is, now you know what they carry you come our community. So if you know what they carry you come, it will motivate you to put needed effort to ensure that you are achieving success. Guys, before I forget, please subscribe to our account or just click the subscription button. I beg. Can you kindly click the subscription button? Click the subscription button. Help us. Click the subscription button. Can you do that? Do that for at Equitos. Do that for me, please. Please, can you subscribe to our channel so that we can get it at least to 1,000? I want to get it to 1,000. So please help us and click the subscription button. Help us. Click the subscription button. So somebody saying, please, will you be taught how to write a job winning proposal? Yes, you are going to learn that as well. You're going to learn that. But proposal is not hard. Proposal is actually, it's not hard. To be sincere with you, it's because some of you are just trying so hard to speak plain English. When you are writing cover letter, just write it like you mean it. Like you're not desperate for a job, but you know your words. Like you are bringing something to the table. You know, when for instance now, someone like me, when you see me, if you see me apply for customer success job, why won't you hire me when I'm telling you what thing that they can't do for your team? You know, yesterday I was talking to my manager and I was like, I wish I'm recording what she's saying. This woman, she was the one that interviewed me. She said, Ekwe, immediately I started interviewing you, I knew I was going to work with you. I knew you have something for the team. I knew you are coming to help me and drive this team to success. And that is it. Like, you need to see us have conversation. Like when you talk to me, in my kind of skills, there is no way you wouldn't want to work with me, because the truth is I know what I'm doing. And you as my students, if you learn and learn well, you will know what you are doing. It's like you have to be like, I know they brag, guys. I'm not bragging. So somebody said, wow, awesome. I look forward to having testimonials. Amen. How long does it take for someone to know the skills and start applying for jobs? I think I've answered this question already. So somebody said, subscribe since the beginning. Please, yeah, you guys should subscribe. Somebody saying, I joined. What exactly are you teaching? I think, okay. We are teaching you customer support, technical support, telemarketing, virtual assistant, telehealth, tech sales, lead generation, NDND, CRM, project management tools, communication tools, and not more. Like, we teach you a lot, plenty things. Please, plenty things we teach. Can one pay now and not join this section because of work? I have the money now, and I also need to know the time of each class. Is it morning? The class is morning, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and class is also recorded. So if you miss the live section, you are going to get the recorded video, right? You are going to get the recorded video. And I'm going to say, I was about to ask some question. Can I pay for now but join later? Let's say I want to join May, June. If you are paying now, you are not going to be paying the discount I want to give. If I want to give discount that, you can't pay now and for discount, no. Because we may change our price before May. The truth is, I'll be teaching, we are going to be 3 months by April, and I'm still collecting peanuts. We just imagine I've moved from teaching 4 sections to 18 sessions. Like, imagine when we started 4 sessions, like that my training was only on Saturdays. Saturday 1, Saturday 2, Saturday. Like 4 sections, class don't finish. But now they teach how many sessions? 18. So by then we might review our price. Sorry. The only thing I can do for you is if you want to pay now, that means you're paying 25K. So that even if I increase my pay to 35K, I will still know that at least I tried. But I can't give you discount now, use it for net. No. Please, ma, can one get the course outline? You can chat the number. You can chat the number on the first number, the 93 number, and the person will respond to you. So there is more. I just applied for one today. Well, I think it is her place to tell you how, or better still, join her class. Sweetheart, you won't regret it. I don't know what she said. Somebody said, ma, please, will be taught how to write. Yeah. So somebody, do you give assignments? Yeah, we give assignments after each class. Okay, roots. We give assignments after each class. Yes. Because that is the only way I get to see. Because sometimes the first day of the class, your assignment, some of them will give me right copy and paste. So I get to see your progress from the assignment. So we give assignments. And assignments also help some, like we also get to have those that have issues, like speech. We have people that have speech impairment or hearing impairment. So they get to read assignment to understand more what we're talking about, right? So if I have registered for February, March, and my title, okay, I've answered this already. I can't wait. Somebody saying there is no specific amount a virtual assistant can earn per hour. There is no specific amount. A virtual assistant, I have a virtual assistant who is earning $15 per hour. I have another paying earning 32 per hour. There is no specific. Okay, let me show you guys Upwork. So this is what Upwork look like. Let's go to work. So let's go to my work. So can you see virtual assistant? I'm showing you guys my Upwork account, and I'm saying let's check for. Can you see what somebody's earning here? Outbound commission, $30 towards $100. I'm trying to show you. Okay, let me type virtual assistant alone. Let's search for virtual assistant. Virtual assistant. So can you see? I just search for virtual assistant. I want us to focus on virtual assistant so that you get to see their pay. So this one is said, I'm trying to get let's check virtual assistant hourly pay. Only hourly paid virtual assistant. Only hourly paid. So now that we are currently on hourly paid, so you can see how many minutes was applied. So you can see the person, social media management and scheduling, we are going to be paid $8 to $25 per hour. You understand? Yeah, I know that some January students are here. Please, can you go and check something? Go and check this job. I want you to check this job for me. Social media management. Let me copy it and know if I can share with my students. I'm trying to share something with my students. Okay, so we can, when you come down here, you see this one, the other person is charging 8 to 25. This one is $3 to $3. Then let's keep checking. This one is how much? $10 to $30 per hour, part-time online job. So you keep checking. This one is villa rental coordinator. This is like Airbnb that we're talking about, right? So this one is paying $6 to $8. And we keep checking. This one is paying $15. You understand? Train our team with revenue cycle management. So online shopping company. So you keep checking. Do you understand? So what you earn, what you are going to be earning is totally dependent on the client's budget. You can see this one. This one is what? Virtual assistant, $7 to $20, right? $7 to $20. This one is $7 to $12. Virtual assistant, email management communication. Virtual assistant, email communication. So you let's check here. Virtual assistant, email communication. There is nobody in my community that cannot do this job. Do you understand? This job here, there is no single person in my community that cannot do this job, this particular virtual assistant email communication job, right? Then you keep checking. Then this one said, looking for a credit repair, newbie project. You can see for some of you that said you have not worked before. Can you see here? Newbie project assistant. Can you see a newbie? So they know that I have not worked before, but they say we need to pay $19. That is a lot of money. So when it comes of what you are earning, is totally dependent on the job you are applying. So now you use your hand apply for job. So now you go still check the amount. If you don't like the amount, then you go for a higher one. Do you understand? And that person say, if I register for, let me see. Please, I'll be needing a partner here in Abuja because I don't really know how to use laptop. You don't do this. Afolabi, you have to wait until your class starts. You don't just go and start picking a partner. Wait until your class starts to get to know them in your community, your class. You get to know people in Abuja in your community. Do you understand? You don't need, please don't do this. Wait until your class starts. Don't do, is it trauma or whatever? Please wait until your class starts. Then you get to meet people. You get to meet people when the class starts. Don't do this here. Oh my God, everybody. I want to pay for the next batch. Please, how much? So guys, are we going to get sites where we get a job? Yes, Oluwale, you are going to be taught, you are going to learn, we are going to teach you how to apply for jobs, we are going to teach you places, sites, how to sell yourself. See, the truth is that at the end of the training, there are lots you are going to benefit. So moving forward, guys, I want to end this section because I actually have somewhere to go. We are going, wait, let me see. So guys, before we close, please, this is our details. Let me copy it again and put here. This is our detail. So now, for those interested in joining us, I'm trying to know if I can pin it. So I'm trying to know if I can pin it. So I just copied it in case you don't want to. Let me know if I can pin it. So now I just pin it so you can see our details. So now for those that want to join, you can pay 18K. But this 18K, please, we have limited slots because, like I said, our group is almost filled up for the next section. So this discount for those that join the webinar ends tomorrow. So you have from today until tomorrow midnight to use it. Please don't post it in my group, I beg. This is for those that are here. And I don't want to hear that I saw it on YouTube and came. No, this is for those that have not paid. Those that joined the webinar. Those that have not paid. It's not those that have this discount does not concern those that have paid or anything like that. This is for those that have not registered and they are here today. So you can utilize the discount from today until tomorrow midnight. Once tomorrow midnight is over, please don't bother coming because I don't even have space. Like by this time next week, even with your 25K, you may not get a space. By this time next week, even with your 25,000 naira, you may not be able to get a space. Or if that means you're not going to get a space in March section. So you are going to be joining our April,
May section. And that is that, guys. If you have more questions, you can ask questions on the comments, and we'll be here to we'll check back later to respond to them. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Still appreciate your presence. And I look forward to having you guys join us. Ask around. I really enjoy teaching. Like teaching, I studied literature and I also studied education. And I would really want to have you guys join us. And also I would really want to know you and work with you guys, and also want to see you guys share your success stories and call Equitos in an Equitos class do them. That is the joy of what I'm doing. I like when my students are winning or when they are saying things like that. As somebody say asking, the February class is okay. Let me put it this way, to make it fair for everyone concerned. If you have paid and you are in the group already, but you want to pay for somebody, because you are here, you should use this opportunity and pay for the person. Somebody says, can you pay for your brother? Yes, you can pay for your brother with the discount because you are here. So that means you should benefit. If you are not benefiting, it's going to be like it's a cheat. I'm cheating. So now, if you are here and you have already paid for yourself, then you can go ahead and use your own slots now and pay for your brother, your sister, your friend, especially friend. If you have a friend that can push you to success, please bring that person. That person will help you. In this our journey, it is always sweeter when you are working with somebody. Working alone will drain you. When you work with people, you can always share ideas, your struggle with. It makes it a lot easier. When I talk about my friends, people think that, oh, the truth is that me and my girlfriends, we know how we started. We know how we keep pushing each other. We know how we are. Do you understand? We know how we keep pushing each other. It makes it a lot easier for us. Imagine if at some point you are the only rich person in your clique. That's how friend enemy they take start. So learn how to collaborate more with your friends and like that. So guys, if I've already paid, Noble, John, if you pay for our class, you are expected to send your proof of payment to us. Send your proof of payment to us and somebody will add you. That is how it is done. You don't just pay and wait. You make payment, send your proof of payment to somebody, to this number here, these two numbers here, and somebody will be there to support you. Please, can people who work to get download to watch video later, please, in case yes, if classes are recorded, you can watch your video later and everybody will get it. So somebody said, please, I have a beloved I wish to. I said, I already answered that. Imelda Eze, I've already answered that already. You can do that. And we have plenty of students who don't jackpot. In case you are planning to jackpot, you don't have money. Truth is, it's very possible if you start now. Imagine you start a class now and before May, you have gotten a job. It means that you can start applying for school by May, June, July. So by August, by September, you might be going, or by December ending, I guess January intake, you might be leaving. A lot of our students are currently in the UK. Almost all the people on Facebook that recently relocated to the UK are Digital Week students. How are they able to make the money? You get your answer. You understand? So there is nothing that you cannot achieve if you set your mind to it. And that brings me to the end of today's section. Have a wonderful day, guys. Enjoy your weekend. And please subscribe. Oh, please subscribe. Help us and subscribe. Now beg at the beg. Help us and subscribe. So please subscribe. Help us and subscribe. Okay. Chinelo, you can pay for your brother. Yes, you can pay for yourself and your brother. But everybody, the payment ends today. The payment ends tomorrow. Okay, the payment ends tomorrow midnight. No, the training continues to the end of the year. Somebody is asking, do I have a training in August? Yes, we train every month, August. But the difference now is that classes are made together. Classes are made together. So that is that. So have a wonderful section, guys. Somebody say, how do you subscribe? You will see subscribe button on the video you are watching. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. So thank you guys for coming. Love you guys. Bye-bye.